Have you ever went back to your old schools just to reflect on where you started, your roots? Alright, long story short, I've been to 5 different high schools, so I went back a lot. But I started with elementary, right? Researching myself. My first one was Irma L. Henderson. It's a fucking cathedral, didn't know. The second elementary was Cooley's, yeah. Look, this what caught my eye. On the left is a Michigan flag. You see the two deers? Alright, you see the bird up top? Alright, deers. I guess they picked that shit for us because we got a lot of deer here. But on the right is a Detroit flag. See that two ladies, one of them crying, one of them pointing? See it? The shield? Alright, now check this out. Second thing caught my eye. So it's a shield with a baseball and tennis equipment, right? But look in between, there's feet with wings. These are the same feet and wings that's on the Goodyear Tiger logo, right? You see it? Look, the Greek god Hermes, same thing. Look, the Roman god Mercury, same feet with wings. Look, the Mayan god Kukulkan, but they put him in Black Panther as Neymar. Same thing, right? Now look, it's an owl on it too. In the middle of the school. These owls usually represent Zeus' daughter, Athena. That's it. Roman gods. But look, everybody came from Egyptians and all of that, even Aztecs. Look, the Aztec owl god. Long name, but look, they got one too. You see that? Just pay attention. Look, while speaking of Aztecs, I wonder why it's Aztec, Mayan designs, Incas, whatever you want to call them, when they mix them up. But you know, same people. Why are the Aztecs designs in schools? Look, it's a known thing. See, look, the Aztec lion is a thing, even in the Guardian building. You see that? Now ask yourself, if you was to do something to somebody, right? Would you put up a statue of him, his designs, their designs, whatever, on your office building? Would you have it on your homes, your schools, where your kids gonna go? Would you put that up, or would you try to hide his information so you don't get caught? So if there's Aztec designs here, it must be Aztec type of people building them, right? Mayans, Incas, whatever you want to call them. So they went from Mayans, Incas, whatever, to Indians, to African Americans, even though we ain't from Africa. You know, it was a thing with $5 Indians. Why would that be? You know, it was a thing with Indians having casinos. Why would that be if it was war? Man, I'm just telling you, just think about it. Why would 8 different countries come down here and conquer different places, but they all decide to, hey, we're going to keep these Aztec designs because this is really nice. We're just going to name it Art Deco or Gothic or something. That makes sense? See? Just think about it. Just think about it. Please. Please. Alright. That's too much. Look. You know how they said the Mayans disappeared? You know how they said the Indians disappeared? You know how growing up, your people used to say they had Indian in their blood because they had good hair or whatever? What happened to them? Did y'all stop claiming Indian so y'all can keep up with African American lifestyle, the modern? Or did Indians just disappear? They all just died out. No bloodline no more. Nobody want to claim their grandma was Indian no more. Just think about it. Look at this. You know how it was all of these treaties, Indian treaties, and then next thing you know, it was all these major cities had fires. You see this? You know how it was all these black cities under lakes? Maybe it was too many. It was too many to hide. You couldn't burn down all the bricks, so they just repurposed them. I just need you to think. Look, you see this? Instead of just guessing, let's just go find receipts. It say, particularly, the Aztec lion tile were used in Detroit area schools for fireplace installation, drinking fountains, and classroom goldfish ponds, reflecting the popularity of Aztec imagery during that period. Meaning, Aztecs were here and they was popping shit, right? During that period. During that period. You see that? Look, this was it for me. All these Aztec, Mayan, Atlantis, whatever you want to call them, these mounds slash pyramids slash cathedrals, all this shit the same. Look, if you Google Aztec cathedrals, right? Look, the old one. You see it's two towers. It had bells. One longer than the other one. We always wondering why these cathedrals be looking like that, right? You see it's on the hill. See that? Castle style roof rim around the top. You see that? Sandstone colored doors. Have you ever noticed how the doors be brighter brick? Even these houses. So it's the same style. See how they got stacked floors around them? Smaller pyramids or whatever. Or there used to be little buildings, probably smaller classrooms. Just like how these cathedrals be having buildings next to them, attached to them, classrooms. Somebody hear this shit. Somebody hear it. Okay. When you dig deeper, look. Mexico City Metropolitan Cathedral. You see that? It says construction began 1573 until 1813. It says the seat of Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Mexico and remains active. So this is an Aztec cathedral, right? And it was took over by Roman Catholic. So that means these cathedral styles was here before Romans came, right? So these cathedrals are Aztec styles, right? Think about it. Ain't that's what they just said? But look, 1573 ain't that long ago, is it? Is it? Now look at these cathedrals. Same as the old Aztec cathedral, right? You see the two towers with bells? See, it's on the hill. Castle roof trims. See the bright doorway bricks. Is that a coincidence or is that Aztec shit, man? Downtown buildings be the same. Houses is the same. Schools are the same. Bright bricks by the door, man. Why would they do that? Aztec flooring. Nowadays, like I said, they call it Art Deco or some shit like that. Check out these cathedrals. Does everywhere else look just like it? Wait, look at these cathedrals in Detroit. So, aren't these Aztec cathedrals that's not owned by Roman Catholics? Same as what happened to the Aztecs down there, in Mexico. I'm just saying, man. You just go look at your churches, schools, office buildings, houses. And then look up Aztec style, whatever that you see that stand out to you. Doorway, fireplace, whatever. See if it's a similarity. Tell me if I'm tripping. Look like to me, Mayans was everywhere. There was wars and treaties. The niggas got reclassified as African Americans, Mexicans. I just want to leave that with y'all real quick, yo. Love y'all. One.